Folks, we have a Warriors treat in the Olympics. What is it? Look right here. Quarterfinals, Germany, Greece, France, Canada, Serbia, Australia, and Brazil versus the United States. So what does that mean? We got Santos versus Curry and Kerr. Warriors, baby. The two players we had in the Olympics are continuing on. Buddy Hield was playing for the Bahamas. They lost right before the Olympics in the qualification stage. Did not make it. Other than that, these two bad boys and our coach are heading on. Draymond Green had major hate towards Kerr and the USA coaching staff. What did he say? We're going to break it down. We're going to break down this matchup. And overall, we're going to break down this final Olympics bracket. Who's going to move on, why they're going to move on, and who could be in that final. USA, Canada? Who knows? Before we get into it, want to again share, we have a mailbag episode coming up. Please email randysilvertv@gmail.com. 45-second or less video, or just send me a question or comment, whatever it may be. In a future mailbag episode coming up shortly, we will bring all this together and hear from you, Warriors Digest fans, for your fans, your compadres, your peers, to hear what you got going on. Also, what we have going on here, Warriors Digest, is NordVPN, our official sponsor. Appreciate them being with us. And let's hear a message from them about how you can use the internet anywhere across the world using NordVPN. Hey, y'all, let me ask you this question. How many of you use the internet? Show of hands? Duh, of course, everybody. That's how you're watching Warriors Digest. Well, for today's sponsor of the video, NordVPN, they can protect you on your internet when you're watching Warriors Digest or any show. From phishing attacks, no one takes your personal information. From malware that can destroy your computer, eat it up. And you can do it all through Warriors Digest. Thanks to NordVPN being our sponsor, use the code you see right here, nordvpn.com/warriors, nordvpn.com/warriors, and you can get your discount code to check them out. They're VPN that allows you to surf the web anytime, any place, anywhere. From your home, from the coffee shop, your friend's house, wherever it may be. I used to work in cybersecurity, so I know how important it is to protect your information on your computer, on your emails, and the web, and NordVPN will help you. NordVPN.com/warriors. Check them out, and thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring our videos. Let's get into today's episode. Again, go check out NordVPN. So here we go, folks. Olympics bracket. Germany, Greece, France, Canada. Winner moves on to play each other. Other side, Serbia, Australia, Brazil, United States. We already beat Serbia. So you would have to think we have the inside track here to make it to the gold medal match. Of course, again, you got Steve Kerr and Curry, and then the other side for Brazil, you got Santos. We did a video a couple days ago breaking it down. He's playing around 30 minutes a game for Brazil. Started their last game for them. He's averaging 5 to 8 points. Not really potentially showing that he deserves to stay with the Warriors if they drop him for Quinton Post. Curry is not shooting well. We broke it down. He's admitted he's in a slump, but he's still starting and playing a lot because of how much he spaces the floor for this Team USA team. His pick and roll game, his ability to just do a pick when he's off ball is changing the game for the Warriors, giving easier shots for LeBron, Booker, Tatum, who's ever in the game with him. Now, we know at the beginning of the Olympics, Steve Kerr got hate for not playing Jason Tatum. Finals winner. Yes, NBA champion. Did not win MVP of the finals. That went to Jaylen Brown, who's not on Team USA roster. Totally different thing. But multiple-time All-Pro, did not play him. Second game against Puerto Rico. First game was Serbia. Second game, Puerto Rico. Joel Embiid did not play. Bad matchup. Not against Puerto Rico. Against South Sudan, Joel Embiid did not play. They're quick, get up, down the floor, wing, switching, not a good matchup. Game 3, we beat Puerto Rico. Drew Holiday didn't play. Said a little bit of an ankle foot injury, but will play Tuesday in the quarterfinal matchup against Brazil. But now a starter hasn't played, or a person, All-Pro, whatever you want to say, one person on the roster hasn't played every game for a did not play reason. Also need to note in the first game, Who also didn't play? Halliburton. But that wasn't as much of a controversy as Tatum. Draymond Green, outspoken. Whether it's for your team, against your team, he's known to say what he thinks. And you know what he said about Steve Kerr and the coaching staff? He ripped them for not playing Jason Tatum. He said specifically, not playing Tatum was wrong. We all know it was wrong. He should have played. He didn't. What I don't like about it is, now to me, it feels like a covering my tracks, proving a point of a thing to where, now Joel Embiid is out of the lineup. And then today, Jrue Holiday didn't play. From the outside looking in, it comes off as we made a mistake as a coaching staff. I'm sure it's part, we can rest the ankle a little bit, but it's part, we got to not play somebody. And quite frankly, I don't like it. Come out with a rotation and stick with it. These teams aren't good enough to where we're trying to match their lineup. They got to match our lineup. We got the best players in the world. We'll be fine. So what he's saying is, we're overthinking it as a coaching staff. Instead of trying to match the other team, they should match up and play your best players on the court. No way Tatum's not playing. No way Holiday's not playing. Now you're just making, some excuses or leaving someone out and trying to justify it. Notice he did not mention Joel Embiid, meaning he thinks Embiid probably deserved to not play over AD, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo. So, a little bit of a brash, you could say, statement from Draymond Green on your current head coach of your club team, the Golden State Warriors. We know Draymond is a bit disappointed with not playing for Team USA. Grant Hill, the managing director of the team, said due to the suspensions, he was not thought about coming in. He felt this was unfair. He'd been with the team in 2021 when they were in Tokyo and they won. He's been with the team before, and he deserved the opportunity to be back with this team or at least be looked at. So, not going to be shy to critique this team and what's going on there. Will this boil over to the Warriors team? Nah, this is fine. Draymond on his podcast shares the highs, the lows, speaks his mind. That's why he has a very popular podcast. People love to hear his thoughts. So he's just sharing his thoughts. Nothing abnormal there. It's not something that anybody else has probably said. But when it's Draymond speaking about his coach, who's coaching the national team, raises some eyebrows, some headlines, and wanted to share. And also what we got to share is how this Olympics is doing, because this basketball is shaping up to be a banger. So if you haven't been following, we're now in the quarterfinals. It starts Tuesday. So whenever you're watching this, Tuesday, August 6th. First game is 5 a.m. Eastern, Greece, Germany. 8:30 a.m. Eastern, Serbia, Australia. France, Canada, 12 p.m. Eastern. And then 3:30 Eastern, Brazil, USA. Then Thursday are your semifinals, with the finals and third place game on Sunday. If we go back, who has been doing the best? As you'd expect, Giannis has been leading Greece with 27 points a game. Rui, second with 22 points for Japan, who are now out. And then Franz Wagner with Germany, 22 points. When you look at the top others, you got Barrett with in fourth, Yuki at 5, Schroeder at 6, Shea at 7, Bogdan at 7 as well, Nikola at 9, Josh, Karlik, Santi, Locke, Victor, Anthony Edwards, and Durant at 17. 16.7 points per game. So the top scorer for the U.S. is 16th in the overall scoring for the Olympics. What does this show? We have a really balanced Team USA team. Not one person needs to put the team on their back. Edwards, Durant is there. LeBron's had some good games. Booker's been scoring a bit. Steph's not going to be here. Bam has had some decent scoring games. Last game, it really wasn't. He had a quadruple single, and he wasn't happy his team treated about it. But the Warriors, Team USA hasn't had to do a lot in terms of scoring as a individual doing it. It's boom. It's a team collective. When we look at overall total points, it's going to be Giannis again with 81 total points. And also KD broke the points record for the Olympics, which is great as well. What I want to share as well is the team leaders, because this is what matters most. We're playing amazing. We're averaging 105 points a game, the highest in the tournament. Wow. If I go to, is it going to show me points, blocks, assists, minutes played? No, that's a bummer. I wanted to see if I could show least points given up, but they're not going to do it. Look at field goal percentage. 54%. So we're scoring the most and we're shooting the most. We're making our threes and we're getting to the paint. We're getting those things around the basket. Here in Serbia, we beat. They're second, which is good. Haven't played Germany or Canada yet. Could play Australia. Brazil, who we're playing, 44%. Look at the points per game for Brazil. 80.3. So if USA plays our game, again, do we need to match what Brazil's doing? No, we should be totally fine. When we look at overall 3-point field goals, Brazil's actually leading in percentage. So that's the thing to be aware of. That's the key stat. Yes, we score more points than them, but can we stop their percentage? We make 2 more threes a game. It's actually second behind Japan, who made 15, but they shoot a higher clip. So if we can run them off the 3, we should be looking pretty good. If we look at their two-point percentage, it's only 44.5%. Pretty low. USA is 63. So if they're making threes, they're probably winning. If they're not making threes, they're going to be losing because they're not getting easy 2-point buckets. That's going to be your name of the game, what you got to be looking out for. Look at game highs. Again, points scored, 110 with us, which is just fantastic. If we look at turnovers, this is my biggest concern for Team USA, is number of turnovers you have a game. 17, 15, and 11. But Brazil has 2 of the highest turnovers. They've turned the ball over twice, folks. So that is not something that is good whatsoever. So if we can limit their number of threes and then continue to get them high turnovers, USA will run away with this game, and they're expected to win. So that is your key. Of course, it's great to see, again, we got Steve Kerr out there, Steph Curry, and Gui Santos. I'm sure they'll have a nice embrace, maybe before the game, definitely after the game, and we'll have a breakdown for that. So I wanted to quickly just update you on Olympics because a little bit quieter in the NBA front. Hey, but I still have plenty of content wars focused on this channel, but 10-15% are focused to outside of the day-to-day of Warriors, and this is big when you have 2 players and your manager out there on the Olympic stage. Comment your thoughts, and of course, again, please do not forget, we got the mailbag coming up. Email anything to randysilvertv@gmail.com. We'll feature you on a future episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there, and bye, y'all.